Just loaded my Insta story up, so get some people there too. Hey, plant-powered Earthlings, first one to join today. Thank you. Good evening. Let me fix something here. Hey, Natural Hippie, Team Broccoli, VTG Dallas, Chef Kaif, The Kissed Vegan. How is it? Sarah Smiles, Resident Evil XO. Hey, what's up? Thanks, guys. Yeah, I've been a good evening. Just got back from basketball. A little tired, played hard. So yeah, just chilling here, just trying to be chill and chill. So what is up? Yeah, I just had a big garbanzo bean sandwich. Basically, it's like the tuna sandwich and keep it carb. So I had that all for myself. Usually I split it with Angie, but I was just so hungry when I got back, and I didn't want to have any more bananas. I had banana smoothies this morning. So yeah, I just munched down a boatload of food. Vegas, yeah, Vegas. We're gonna be there in the middle of next month, around like the 13th, 14th, something like that. So yeah, we'll put some more info out there. Then maybe we can try to do a meetup, one of the 2 evenings. Are you out there, Team Broccoli? And what do you think? Would people be cool like having a meetup at night? Like, I know it's Vegas. Night's kind of like alive there, like 9 o'clock. There's a few places I saw that are open till at least 10. A couple places open till like 1 or 2. So if any of you guys are interested, yeah, maybe we'll try to set up a meetup at 9 o'clock on it's like that Wednesday and Thursday we'll be there. It's like the 13th and 14th, something like that. So yeah, 9 o'clock will be like that. Because yeah, first night I'm not sure what time we're getting in. The second night we have something to do from like 6 to 8. So I figured 9 would be pretty safe. So something like that. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining. So yeah, late is cool. All right, thanks for letting me know, Team Broccoli. So if anyone else is going to be in Las Vegas that weekend, that's cool. And if anyone's going to be planning their, has plans to be in LA for LA Veg Fest, April 30th. So that's coming like a month away, guys, and all sorts of stuff. Angie's got she's been working on it pretty hard, helping with the scheduling of who's going to speak where and when. So cool. You live in Las Vegas, Sarah Smiles. Cool. So if anyone could be out in LA, yeah, she's going to be doing her and I will be doing a YouTube/social media panel with a few other high carbers like Mike the Vegan, Nina Aranda, Mommy Tang, High Carb Hannah. So that should be a pretty cool panel. And Angie's going to do a cooking demo, too, with her friend Sweet and Simple Vegan in the cooking tent. So that should be cool. She's been helping organize all these other panels, like the athletes panel is going to have like Badass Vegan and a bunch of other of his crew. Yeah, just one day. It's always been one day, but it's going to be one big day. And a lot of people are traveling out here, from afar, both, speakers and guests. So I suspect there'll be activities, the day before, the day after. There'll be some meetups and stuff like that. So yeah, if you guys are anywhere in the area, Vegas is just like 4.5 hours away or something like that. Yeah, come on down. Yeah, it should be well, I don't know if Mommy Tang's doing a cooking demo or not, too. I thought she was doing a live mukbang, so that should be pretty cool. I don't know if that's ever been done before at one of these festivals, a live mukbang. So, who is the creator of VegFest? And I don't know who created VegFest in general and VegFest LA. I don't know exactly, but yeah, come on down. It's shaping up to be quite an extravaganza. All right, so I just got notification. I got 51 people watching us on YouTube here, watching me on YouTube, and we only have 47 here. There's actually more of you guys on YouTube. If you want to get in on the discussion, I can't see the comments on the side of the computer here, so come over to YouNow. The link is in the show description, so just click the show description and click the link if you want to participate in the chat. If you just want to voyeuristically watch me talk, that's cool too, but I suspect you might want to get on. This is live. You can interact in the one-on-one, fully. Any more vlogs coming to our channel, Plant Powered Earthlings? Yeah, we're probably going to film one Thursday, so look for that like maybe Saturday or something like that, hopefully. Yeah, we try to do around a vlog a week, not too many. We don't want to become like a vlogging channel or anything like that. Hey guys, let's see. Anthony, you had a question. You're saying I've skipped it. Let me see if I can scroll up and find your question, Anthony. Let's see. I've lost it. Can you just like copy and paste it again or something like that? Yeah. So I was like kind of talking about Veg Fest right then. So I'm kind of you know, I was occupied. I wasn't looking at the comments. So let me get to the comments here, guys. Um, Badass vegan protein shake. No, I didn't even know we had that. I'll have to check that out. No, I didn't watch the debate with Vegan Gains and Brain. I mean, I clicked on it just to see if it was real, if it really happened. It looks like it did. Maybe I'll check it out. It didn't, the 2 minutes I saw, didn't look that great, but, it just sounded like burying backpedaling. Let's see. Joe the Vegan, not vegan anymore. I saw that come up in my subs feed. I saw the title. I didn't click it. I thought maybe he was trolling or trying to get an interesting point across. So you're saying he's not vegan. That is literally what's going on. Let's see. Chikozy says the Noodles and Company are more vegan now. I didn't even know what that is. Is that like a food brand or something like that? Seattle Veg Fest is this week. Cool, Abe. Right on. Definitely go. Go and support all these Veg Fests. They're so cool. We had a fun time at Vegan Street Fair last Sunday. That was a crazy experience. I don't know how many 10,000 plus people were there. That was cool. Let's see. Okay, here's your question, Anthony. Joe is not trolling. You're saying why is he not vegan? I don't understand these people that are all gun ho vegan as F, and then they all of a sudden are not. Let's see. So Anthony says some kid I went to high school with that studies nutrition in college is saying vegan diet isn't for everyone, and I need to go to college to understand this. Oh, okay. Anthony, great. Ask him how he knows this. Can he produce some scientific peer-reviewed literature that says this? Not that, trust me, I study nutrition. That's BS, and that's not enough. That's appeal to authority. Have him put his, put your money where your mouth is. Have him produce some studies. Then all you need to go is Google American Dietetics Association vegan and produce that for him with their position on how vegan diets appropriately, well-planned vegan diets are appropriate for all people in all stages in their life. And all is a pretty big word. So show them that. And remember, the American Dietetics Association is not some weird hippie liberal, thing. They're a very boring, sort of conservative trade group organization, not a trade group. But anyway, show him that. Ask him to show me the money. Show me the science that says people can't be vegan, at least some. And if so, that's interesting. What kind of people can or cannot be vegan? What is it? Is it their genetics? Because that's a bunch of crap. Is it something about their digestion or metabolism? Maybe so. Maybe if they screwed it up somehow, but I don't understand what factor a person may have that prevents them, absolutely prevents them from being vegan, and they have to eat meat, dairy, and cheese in order to stay alive. Sounds like a bunch of crap. So anyway, have him, her produce that to you. And if they do, forward it to me, and I'll make a video about it if they produce some crappy study. Remember, it has to be study, not something that their teacher said. It has to be real hardcore data, something to be taken seriously. So I hope I answered your question there. Yeah, everyone's talking about how, let's see, Skin Master, your girlfriend and I are driving to LA. You live in Detroit. Awesome, for Veg Fest. Any cheap motel suggestions? I remember Mr. Vegan said there was a place around there that he recommended that was cheap. Go to the website right now. I can't do that right now, but go to the website and see if they have any accommodations suggestions. See if we can see if there, there's some cheap hotel, which he said was pretty near to the place. Because yeah, LA can be kind of expensive, but this is in the Valley, which is a little less expensive, generally speaking. There's always Airbnbs and stuff like that. But yeah, there should be a ton of hotels and motels in the Valley. So you got to look around. Some could be super expensive. Some could be cheap. But Mr. Vegan said he had lined up, or at least recommends, a cheap motel. My opinion on Joe, like I said, I just thought he was trolling or saying something crazy to get people to click on. Can you guys just in a nutshell explain to me why Joe Vegan, who is so gun-ho vegan, now is not vegan? Is his brain shrinking like Nick Ocado, or is it because of his heritage, which some people say, genetics? I'm curious. Yeah, Pete Pullen, you can be an unhealthy vegan. Yeah, as I saw at that food expo a couple weeks ago, if you just ate that stuff all day, processed food, it's fun. But even if you're eating, A non-vegan diet, we all know eating a bunch of that is bad. It's all about eating as many whole foods as you want. Let's see. So he's against militant vegans. So I don't like asshole vegans as well. But that doesn't mean to show them off or show them up, I'm going to start eating meat because I don't want to be associated with militant vegans. That's silly. Why does he expand his diet? Well, expand it into other stuff. Expand it into some, Nadamu ice cream or some Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia, or expand it into some Beanfields chips, or expanded it into vegan Rob's chips, or expand it into some Miyoko cheese or butter. I mean, there's so many things you can expand into vegan. I don't understand why one would need to expand into something non-vegan. It really makes me wonder. I mean, I'm just taking your guys' word at it, but I'm not speaking of Joe specifically, but people in general who are so gun-ho vegan, all of a sudden think, I need to expand my diet. Again, I'm not talking about him specifically. I just don't understand that. Like, what happened to all the principles that you had before? I mean, and not only health, as I showed in my video that I put up today about Nick Ocado, what he should do to properly get back on track, Dr. Greger eloquently explains there is no debate. The science is out there. I mean, if you want to believe the misinformation coming from the meat and dairy industry, you're a sucker, but the science is there. I mean, if you want to have the healthiest diet that, helps prevent and reverse the top leading causes of death in the world, vegan is the only one. If you want to have a diet that has any chance of helping making our planet livable for your children and their children, vegan's the only one that has any hope of that. Not to mention all the animal suffering and stuff too. 70 billion animals being killed every year. Need I go through all the stats? Like I've said many times, there is no argument to not be vegan. There isn't. They all suck. Even the one, like you said, I go to nutrition school and I've learned that not everyone could be vegan. Well, show me the money. Show them the money. So can you really be happy you're vegan? Hell yeah. I mean, there's studies that show that people's depression is improved. I mean, that doesn't say it works for everyone like that, but yeah, full on. Have I ever ran a marathon? No, I never trained for a marathon, and I respect the distance properly. I'm sure I made a lot of people that run a marathon. They say I did it in like 6 hours. I'm sure I could do that, but to do it justice for me, that would be, a sub 4 hour marathon, because I do my best was a 1:40, an hour 46 half marathon. So I'd like to go sub 4 hour. Thank you very much for the tip there, Lisa G. So I just never really tried running for a marathon. Really appreciate the tips there. Yeah, I forgot there's tips on YouNow, huh? So no, just I've ran many half marathons on my own. Just been training like on Sundays for like last year. I would just go run 13 miles just on my own without it being a race or anything like that. But yeah, I think the longest distance I ever ran was like 18 miles. I've done that a couple times, but after that, it's just a long time out there. I get bored, I get hungry. So anyway. Oh, cool. I'm glad you're impressed with that, Carly. It's not the greatest times, but, my body's not really built properly to be an elite distance runner. And plus, I'm old, too. So, body's built for other sports. Distance runners are, the elite ones are tiny, tiny people, shorter than me and weigh a lot less. Cool. Thanks for inviting some fans, Duchess. Thank you so much. Yeah, I should suggest if you guys are, have a following, want to get some people here, cool. Invite some people over. Oh, you're training for the Long Beach Marathon, Carly. There's a couple things that suck about the Long Beach Marathon, and this last one was no exception. It always seems to coincide with an October heat wave. If it just had coincided with a nice, 70-degree overcast day, those don't happen in October. October is one of our warmest months. It's usually like 90 degrees and really hot, really dry. It's just miserable. I went and rode my bike through the marathon course last year several times just because it's fun. It's all cleared off. I don't have to worry about cars or anything like that. But yeah, it looks miserable. I guess if you start early and finish early, if you're quick, it looks fun. But if you're out there past like 10, ugh. Okay, at least it starts at 6. If you're quick, if you get off the course by 10, you should be cool. So train. Make sure you can run a sub 4 hour marathon, or at least around that. Oh, Fruitarian Ultra Runner. Are you talking about the guy that runs Woodstock, Michael Arnstein? I don't know what he does anymore, but yeah, he's quick. He's fast. He could run a marathon in like 2:30, something like that. Not elite, but that's really, really quick. I couldn't even keep up with him for a 5K or anything. But he's again that body type I was talking, really short, like a foot shorter than me. Probably 120 pounds or something like that. Perfect body for running. cool. You're shooting for sub 4 too. Awesome. Yeah, just do lots of long running. If you're not already running, 20, 30 miles a week now, slowly build up to like 40, 50 miles a week when you get closer to it. That's what it takes, a lot of miles to get your cardiovascular system super optimized for distance running. If you want to do a little bit of interval training too, that's cool. But really, the biggest thing is just get a lot of miles on your feet without injuring yourself. So that's why I say build up to it gradually. What was my favorite burger from the convention, Braden? Which convention? Are we talking about that food expo? Because all the burgers, it's got to be the Beyond Burgers, right? That's the ones I had the most of, and they were out there, pimping them hard. Why do some vegan YouTubers say they are training, but they aren't training for anything? I don't know. I think it's just a synonym for exercising, because I hardly ever say the word training. I'm just trying to stay fit in a diverse way. Instead of like what I used to do, focus all my time into like one sport. Years ago it was like basketball, tennis. Now, I played basketball today. Hopefully go out for a run tomorrow. I rode my bike this morning too. I just like being, generally fit, because like if you're just running, you're not doing all the weird movements that you're doing in basketball. So I'm like, I actually feel fitter now, even though I'm a slightly slower runner. Just all the weird movements of rebounding, changing direction, running up and down, stopping, jumping in the air, all that stuff, So it gives you an additional type of fitness that you wouldn't get off one sport. Yeah, agility. Yeah, so that's what I'm into right now. Maybe it'll be different in the future. I'm just enjoying this general fitness, where I can go ride with a good group of riders one day, then run with my running club the next day, and play basketball at a pretty good level too. I just enjoy that. Yeah, sure, I could be a lot better at any one of those if I focus solely on them, but I like this general overall fitness I'm getting from all of them. I saw a couple of people say, did I see Cheetah and his girlfriend at the expo? Yeah, these guys are talking about the vegan street fair last Sunday. I thought I saw him out of the corner of my eye when I was posing, when Angie and I were posing with some fans for some photos. This kind of went by us really quick, but yeah, it was just a quick thing, and that was it, which is weird because, we ran into so many people multiple times. So, yeah, I guess he was there. Did he make a vlog about it? Or did he say anything about it? I'm curious if he said, yeah, they were there, and, because all I saw is he saw us taking a photo with some people. Cool, I'm number 12 in guys. So I guess you guys watching on YouTube did click over. If you haven't clicked over in the show description, just click that link, come here, and be part of the discussion here. And make me rise into the top 10 on guys here on YouNow. Just click that link. I have 80 guys, 80 of you folks here. Let's see. So what are you guys talking about? Why is Vegan Cheetah on at 2 p.m. now? Is that when he streams? I don't know. I don't. I guess I used to get notifications. I don't know if Angie unfollowed him or something. I don't see them anymore. So I don't know. I actually don't know what he's doing. And if I saw him at Street Fest, I would have talked to him. But yeah, I guess they just wanted to get past us, or they had something to do. Maybe they think I would yell at him or something like that. But no, I would say hi for sure. That's the kind of dude I am. Let's see. Oh, question. Let's see. Merchant of Toby. I actually wanted to hear your thoughts on my question, but I guess it's getting too controversial for me. Let me see if I can see your question up there, Merchant of Toby. If not, would you be kind enough to copy and paste it? It's just hard when I have this amount of people. It's hard to get everyone's question, so I'm not skipping anyone on purpose. Let's see. Try dipping a toasted baguette in guacamole, Braden. That sounds awesome. If that were presented to me right now, I would definitely eat a big baguette in guacamole. What are Angie and I looking forward to? Actually, we have a couple things. Like, we haven't done too much traveling. So, yeah, Las Vegas. And we're going to go see the poppies out in the desert later on this week, too. Oh, you had a biblical question, Merchant of Toby. Was the story of Jesus multiplying fish for people, was he wrong? I'm not a biblical scholar. I don't know if those stories are literally true or are they metaphors. So, someone brought a quote from any religious book, I would, it's not really my place to speak. Was he wrong? I don't know. If he replicated them, it sounds like what's going on in the Star Trek replicator, right? It's not really, if they have steak in the Star Trek replicator, it's not really steak. So if he replicated something like that, maybe he was using the same technology. So I don't know. I really don't know what to say about that. I've never met a person create fish and stuff, so I'd have to see it and kind of check it out before. It just be me rambling, if that's what you're looking for. It's an interesting question. Like, how many angels could dance on the head of a pin? I don't know. It's just interesting. How long have Angie and I been together for? We first started dating in late 1998, so we've been together a long time, married in 2005. Okay, I'm glad you appreciated that answer, Merchant of Toby. It was the best I can do there. It's kind of outside my wheelhouse there. Um, yeah, I know in Genesis, there's some passage where God says, "I give to you all the plants and seeds or whatever to eat and stuff like that." So there seems to be a pretty strong command there to eat the plants, right? Um, I just saw I have like 70 people, 77 people, the same amount I have on YouNow, I have on YouTube. So come over here, get on the discussion. I'm still stuck at number 12 and guys. So get over here, get my count up, and thereby you'd be able to get in on the chat here because I can't answer your questions live on YouTube. I only could see them here on YouNow. So anyway, do I meditate? Yeah and no. I've been a horrible practitioner of yoga and meditation this year. Really bad. The worst, least amount of time I put into it for a long time. So yeah, but someone could come and take my meditation badge away from me because I usually my Mondays a day I always get it in, and I've always had stuff hitting me on Mondays. Oh wow, we've been together same amount of time you've been alive. Awesome. Let's see. Daily Mail. Let's see. Charlie, I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Daily Mail posted an article citing a study claims a high protein, low carb diet in middle age can shorten your life. Wow, because everyone seems to be promoting high protein, low carb diets. So they probably are onto something because as the medical science out there seems to indicate animal protein is what decreases people's lives. That's in the China study, and that's actually the studies Dr. Greger found. Like, how people calorie restrict. The studies have found if you just animal protein restrict, you get pretty much the same effects as if you had calorie restricted. You just got to restrict the animal protein. So that's why we're vegan. Just screw the protein, the animal protein that is. Crunchy Curly, hey, how's it going? Abe, what's my opinion of veganism and I don't even know what that is, So, you guys, I'm sorry, vegan jinx. I don't know anything about it, so sorry. That's why I like to say I'm not a health guru, not a doctor or anything like that. Our wheelhouse is stuff that we have, firsthand experience with. So yeah, Angie and I never had that as far as I'm aware of. So. Hey, I can't tell you anything about that. A bone and muscular disease. Okay, wow. It's, Google it, huh? I mean, yeah, veganism seems to, it's weird. Usually if there's an ailment, it never is, I've never seen it be the case despite what, some of these haters say, like, I'm not going to mention anyone's name. I need to eat meat in order to prove my health condition. It's usually the other way around, like 99 out of 100 times. Usually, no, don't eat the meat. Yeah, if it's an inflammatory disease, I remember that's one thing that was drilled in my head from a lot of the books like China Study and others is that, yeah, diseases of inflammation, meat causes inflammation. Animal protein causes inflammation. And where plant proteins don't. So if inflammation's an issue, any disease, it could be anything like lupus, that's an inflammation disease. People don't realize it. Animal protein, not your friend, basically. Let's see, check my guest list. I don't have any guests. I don't know if I'm going to do any guests tonight, unless it's someone I know really well. I'm sorry to hear that you have it and you're only 25, vegan Jinxu. Sorry to hear about that. So how's it going vegan? Let me know if it's been helping you. Ooh, cool. Thanks for the tip there, Kimberly. Appreciate it. And I think I pulled a few guys, few of you guys that are just lurking there on YouTube over here to you now because I'm back to 12. Shoot, I thought I saw me number 10 and guys. So come on, you YouTubers, get over here. Don't you want to ask me questions? Are you just happy watching me chat with other people? And click that link. Come over here and get in on the discussion. Even though I have 80 people, if I have another 40, I'm sure I could swing it here. Why isn't honey considered vegan? Great question. It's because animals had to be harnessed to create it. That's why. In this case, insects, sentient beings. Yeah, they're not mammals or anything like that. But yeah, the definition of vegan can, what am I trying to say? If you don't need a creature to work for you like that, a living sentient being, let's not go there. Unless you absolutely have to, like as a matter of life and death or something, like some medicine maybe you needed to save your life. But yeah, honey is not one of those kind of situations. So yeah, if you're Yeah, if you can find another sweetener, another substitute. There's so many plant-based sweeteners. So yeah, um, that is why. Did I see Supreme Bananas video on the definition of veganism? Wow, she tried to define veganism. Wow, I wouldn't even make a topic like that because you're always going to offend someone. It was too broad, it was too narrow, he excluded something. So no, I didn't see that. I'm be curious to see her get around all the potential pitfalls of doing that. What's a good workout for someone who needs to lose weight? Just get out there, start moving your body if you're not already. Really, really, yeah. I think the best ways to lose weight is not like lifting weights. That'll make you bigger. Really, if you want to get thinner, you're looking. Really, this is not just my bias. I've done a lot of different kinds of sports, cardiovascular type sports. Things where you're out moving for a long time, running and cycling, stuff like that, as opposed to boxing or jujitsu or something like that. Or weight training. So yeah, walking's a great start, Lisa. Do that and do some long walks too. Serious runners like me and Nani like to go out, an hour and a half or two plus something like that. So go out on a 2-hour walk. Get out there, and then maybe one day get some running shoes and just go really, really, really slow, like just barely faster than a fast walk or something like that. So yeah, cardiovascular sports is what you're looking for if you want to, lose some weight. But then, on top of that, it doesn't hurt to do some other stuff too, some high-intensity stuff like weight training. I'm just saying, don't just do weight training. Get some cardiovascular stuff and get some higher-intensity stuff too. But the higher-intensity stuff should be a fraction, like, maybe 10%, 15% of your overall time spent. But you can mix those up. But yeah, do them both. It doesn't hurt to get strong too. But yeah, the thing is, I see a lot of people, they want to lose weight. Then I see them go to the gym, and the next thing you know is the trainers there poison their minds, and they come back, I want to be buff. But you just told me you wanted to be small, and then why you want to have all this protein powder and supplements and get big? It just kind of confuses me. I think they shift it around because they know it's harder to teach people to lose weight. They can teach them how to put on mass. So, but it doesn't hurt to have strength. I'm serious. Yeah, strength is important. Let's see, dancing, that's a great exercise too. Dancing, I just consider that free, fun exercise. I just like extra time. How do I deal with meat-eating family members? I just try to be a shining example, show them how healthy I am for my age, 49, and just let them know I'm playing basketball with guys half my age and just kicking butt and just let them know that I'm just not decaying and falling apart as a vegan. I'm actually doing quite well, thriving, if you will. Thanks there for the tip, Nader23. Thanks a lot. But yeah, you guys are talking about good stuff, dancing, walking, just move. That's the enemy, is just being sedentary and not doing anything, But yeah, be a light for your friends and family. Let them know that you're happy. Hopefully you're happy. Most people's moods improve a bit, but if you're prone to depression, I don't think veganism is a cure-all anyway. But let them know that you're doing well, your health is right, and show them your blood test. I always like to keep a copy of my blood tests on my phone, scanned. So if anyone gives me any crap, I'll pull them out and show them. Perfect test. Can I see yours, bro? Let's see your cholesterol. Let's see your hemoglobin A1C test. Which tests for prediabetes and stuff like that. Show them everything's fine. I got perfect, glucose and protein and calcium. I pay a little extra to get vitamin D and B12 because people like to bitch about those too. Just show them, hey, my B12 and D are probably higher than yours. So Cool, Nader. Yeah, if you're sedentary because of studying, I know how that goes. But yeah, try to find ways to get some exercise. As if you're in school and you have classes on the 5th floor, take the stairs and take them hard. Don't ride the elevators. In fact, I hate elevators. I hate being in there. People get me all claustrophobic. They're sneezing. They're stinky with garlic and perfume, and you could smell the cigarettes they were just smoking. I like to charge up the stairs and get my heart rate going. So yeah, stairs are your friends. Yeah, I'm trying to say is find as many just natural, organic opportunities to get your body moving in the course of a day. Like going to the gym is so kind of artificial. There's so many things you can do without being, just without doing anything different. Just like think different, like the old Apple saying, think different. Find ways to get exercise in your regular day. And then do some more hardcore stuff too. More vitamin D other than the sun. Yeah, I really don't know how effective supplements are. I can, because I haven't taken them, so I don't know. Actually, I do know a girl in Portland who takes them. Hers are really low, and she said hers have gone to healthy levels now. So I guess they do, but I've never done them myself. I just try to go out and get some sun. Like last Friday, I just went for a slow run, really slow. I just wanted to be outside, moving my body for an hour at noon. So just going slow, like 10-minute miles, and just chilling and just soaking up the sun, getting some cardio. Anyway, it's okay if you like garlic. I'm just saying I don't like to smell garlic on me or on others. So Dr. Greger does recommend a vitamin D supplement. Yeah, I can't imagine him going out and getting a lot of shirtless sun like I'm able to get in California here. So cool. Yeah, I've heard about mushrooms. I wouldn't know about the fish though. You like garlic too, Nani? Yeah, it's in a lot of stuff. So is my oven warming for potato logs yet? No, good question, Steph. No, I got about like 25 minutes before I got to get that sucker going. Favorite vegan dish? I don't know. I like so much. It's hard to say. Like if you ask a non-vegan what their favorite dish is, they'd probably have trouble telling you too. I like so many things, guys. Natural whole food stuff, gourmet stuff. Like some restaurants. So yeah, my activities today. Today was a weird day. It was sunny. The first like sunny and warm day we've had for a couple weeks. It's been sunny and cold and breezy. So I wanted to just go ride my bike a little bit, knowing I was going to play basketball later. So I rode my bike, just a nice leisurely pace. Still with my biking gear and clipped in. Maybe I think rode like 35, 40 minutes. It was less than 10 miles. And then I played basketball for about an hour and a half or two earlier today. So that was hard. I didn't want to poop out for basketball. And basketball is tough, man. I don't care what anyone says, man. Running's tough. Cycling's tough, but basketball's tougher, man. You could be like I was, fit running like 30 miles a week, and then you go and play basketball and you're pooped after a few games. It's a different kind of fitness. That's what I'm talking about, having a more diverse kind of fitness. So I'm not saying I'm pooping on running 30 miles a week. That's awesome. I want to get back to that again soon too. But in fact, I think I play basketball better when I am running over 20 miles a week because my cardio is top notch, and I still, even though my cardio's not top notch now, it's pretty good. It's not as good as it's been. I know I'm fitter than anyone I play. That's the attitude I have, at least. I don't know if it's true, but I go in there and assume no one can keep up with me. I'm as fast as anyone, and my endurance is better than anyone. So that's my thing. I go in there and I make them chase me around. I know they're going to poop out before I do because I know none of them are running like half marathons or 10-mile runs on the weekends. Let's see. So that's enough of me bragging there. That's my attitude. Like I said, I don't know if it's true or not, but I just want to believe that. I play like that is true. Am I cheetah fast? No, I don't know. Let's see. Do I like football? No. There's so many sports out there, and I just tend to I'm a fan of the sports that I play. I've always kind of been like that. So yeah, there's no like pickup football games. Maybe in high school, they made us play football in PE, and I was more of a fan then. But not a fan of football. In fact, I was kind of this running joke: how long can I get through January before knowing who's playing in the Super Bowl? And I usually can get to like the week before the Super Bowl because around then everyone starts talking about the teams, and it's hard to avoid it on my Facebook feed. So yeah, I know how the game is played. Obviously, I understand it, but no, I'm not a fan. Just like I don't watch baseball, I don't watch hockey. My things are like basketball. I like to watch cycling now. I'm really into watching like professional cycling. I like watching tennis. I was watching the Indian Wells tournament here. I don't think ESPN has the Miami one right now, or else I'd watch. I watched Federer win his Australian Open, championship in January. So yeah, I like the stuff that I play. That's how I am. It makes sense if you think about it, right? What am I planting in my garden this year? We got some kale, got tomatoes, I think maybe some cucumbers and collards, and maybe some bell peppers maybe. We'll see what comes up. I threw a bunch of seeds out and just kind of forgot. It's amazing how thin cyclists get. That's one reason why I recommend. If you really want to lose some pounds, cycling is a great sport. And it's no impact, so you can really just... That's what I said this morning. I wanted to go running, but I knew the impact would tire me out. Like 40 minutes of running would tire me out. Even if I was running slowly, it would tire me out more than 40 minutes of cycling because of the pretty much zero impact nature of cycling. So yeah, cycling's a great sport for sure. Yeah, BNP Paribas thing. I watched Federer win that championship too. It's great to see Roger Federer kicking ass now at 36 years old in tennis, and he's looking great. His body looks great. It's kind of like mine, just thin but big ripping calves, and he's got broader shoulders than me. But I'm saying I think I have more of a tennis player body than like a marathoner body or something like that. Fan of Michael Greger for sure, Raquel. I bring him up in pretty much all my scientific type videos, especially ones where I'm trying to prove a point. So yeah, I even threw him in my Nikocado video today. I've never been to the U.S. Open. I've never been to any Grand Slam tennis tournament yet. The closest I've been is going to the BNP Paribas for like 3-4 years in a row. They call that like the fifth major, sort of, the way it's organized. All the top players are there. Djokovic, yeah, is plant-based. It seemed like he was eating, once I dug deeper, he was eating fish too or something like that. But, I mean, really, it seems like he's the Okinawans of the 40s and 50s and before that. Even though they're not vegan, 4% of all their calories came from non-plant-based sources. And I think that's how Djokovic is too when all said and done, when you add. Because when you look at his Instagram, at least when I did the article on him earlier, I was just finding plant-based food for months and months on end, not finding any chicken or anything like that. I don't really drink booze. Twice a year tops, Ray. No, I mean, just like on our anniversary, we're in wine country. We're at one of our favorite wineries of all time, and they had some at the restaurant we're at, too, the high-end restaurant. So, yeah. So, Porcelain Doll, you can say with some bias that tennis player bodies are slamming, too. Yeah, I think that's one reason why Angie likes going to see the BNP Paribas tournament out here in the Indian Wells in the Palm Desert. Because, if you go onto the practice courts, especially early in the tournament before everyone gets eliminated, all the dudes are out there, practicing shirtless. Not all of them, like 94% of them are all out there shirtless, like Djokovic and, I think Nadal's always worn a shirt, and Roger does. But, Grigor Dimitrov, all the hot guys like that are all shirtless. So, yeah, it's quite a treat for the ladies if you're into that kind of thing, seeing hot, tanned guys that are just, like, so freaking fit. I look at them and go, God, I thought I looked fit, but these guys are a lot younger than me, way more muscle and testosterone and stuff like that. It's getting hot in here, huh? Sorry to tease you like that. Next, Vegan Fest. April 30th, LA Veg Fest, or Veg Fest LA. We're doing a social media YouTube panel. Angie's doing a cooking demo with Sweet Simple Vegan. And we're going to be doing meeting fans. We're going to have a booth there with our t-shirts and books. So come, April 30th. In, I think it's Woodley Park. Just find the website there. And hopefully they have some accommodation information too. Oh, Chikozy, thank you for the tip. Our panel is going to have the social media panel. I think we got Mommy Tang on it. And Mike the Vegan is coming out from, I think, wherever he's at in the Midwest. Mommy Tang's coming out from the East Coast. Nina Rand is going to be on it too. But yeah, there's tons of others, like 50 speakers, like Badass Vegan. And we just met him a couple weeks ago. Really cool. In fact, I challenged him to a game of one-on-one basketball. He's kind of bi-coastal, so it's going to be hard to work out. He's half my age, pretty much the same height as me. Maybe I'm half an inch taller. He's got way more muscle. And he played Division I basketball, too. So I know I have it. I'm probably not going to win, but I think it'd be a fun opportunity, a fun blog to make. So hopefully I'll get a game in sometime with Badass Vegan. Hopefully I can get a few points on the board. It's all free. You don't have to give any away tickets for LA Veg Fest. Just come. There's no admission of anything. The only thing you need money for is to buy all the food and stuff that'll be there. I am 49 years old. Fup man from Japan, 49. Give me 50 later this year. Getting old, but, I will say, old part of age is, your chronological age, obviously how old you are from your birth, but part of it is how well you've preserved yourself by not destroying yourself through, lifestyle choices and bad lifestyle choices, and just how old you keep yourself, I think I'm kind of lucky. I don't like work in an office place, so I'm not around a lot of people my age all the time, or else maybe my mind would be older, but I kind of feel like my mind clicks best with people younger than me, so... Maybe I'm just immature. I don't know. Watch What the Hell Doco. I've seen bits of it. I haven't seen the whole thing yet. In fact, someone we met at Vegan Street Fair gave me a code to download and watch it. I guess he was one of the backers of it, so I can watch it in our house. So I already know what it's going to be about. I listened to the makers, Kip and Keegan, on the Rich Roll podcast. I know they are in a lot of trouble, guys, man. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a hit out on them. Just like when they did Cowspiracy, I was worried for their physical safety. Really, and this time too, all the meat and dairy and health companies probably not hating them, not loving them right now. Yeah, I know it's great information, the Kissed Vegan. I know, and it sounds like they really did a great job. They filmed so much stuff. A lot of people don't know. Like with Freely, Ali, the friendly activist, filmed a bit that same weekend here in our house with Angie, and yeah, none of this made it to the final cut. It all ended up on the cutting room floor just because they filmed so much stuff, and we knew the chances of it getting Angie's footage making it in the final cut were pretty slim, but. You know, it was just kind of cool. We're asking him if he can find it, but he doesn't know where it's at. So look, Freely's lucky she got that like outtake footage that she was able to show. Dr. Gregor needs a bodyguard. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Good night, Vegan Jinxu. Thanks for coming. Cool. I have 92 people now. And again, if you're on YouTube, come over here. Click the link in the show description. Come over here on YouNow and talk to me. I'm here right now live. This, you know, you're missing it if you're just on YouTube. Oh, hey, Beth. I don't know if I've seen you much tonight. Okay. So, yeah, come over here. YouNow, happy, healthy, vegan. All right, this is a nice discussion tonight. No, I was bummed last week that one channel was trying to troll us or something. But anyway, you guys are all cool. Much love to everyone here. You bought your first case of bananas, Steph. Yeah, that's always a big day in one's vegan life. I have to admit, I'm not buying cases anymore. I just go and buy like maybe 10, 15 pounds at a time twice a week now because that's what I'm eating, like maybe 20 to 30 pounds of bananas a week rather than 40. Just having more oatmeal in the breakfast time now. But I still have bananas. I had my 10 banana smoothie this morning after my bike ride. Looks like True Jolify 89 has a question here. Let me try. I know I butchered your name there. I'm sorry. If someone doesn't want to go fully vegan, do you think eating 95% vegan and having a non-vegan meal? Yeah, I mean, I'm not promoting a vegan umbrella, but I've always acknowledged that people are in different parts of their vegan journey, and I was like that too. It took me a while before I went fully vegan. You know, as long as that's kind of your goal, if you really intend to, even if you don't, I mean, you're still making a huge impact on reducing your environmental footprint by giving up all that meat and dairy. So that's awesome, you know. But yeah, hopefully, like, I mean, I always wanted to be vegan. I just didn't know if I could do it. And once I saw how easy it is, and it's even easier now than it was 6 years ago in 2010. It's so easy now. So once I saw that and realizing I could live a day without an animal having to die, I could live a week without an animal having to die, now just go indefinitely with animals needing to be killed selfishly so I can go on living. I call it selfish because, you know, it's unnecessary. I can just eat plants, you know, all sorts of plants, you know, all the plants out there. No animals need to die for me to live. So that's what Supreme Banana was saying. Cool. What I have today, Raquel, I had let's see, I had my smoothie, about 10 bananas and about 3 or 4 strawberries this morning. And then Angie made some weird, I think it's on Instagram, some kind of weird lettuce wrap of some kind. I forgot what was in it too. It's some cream cheese that we got for bagels. Then I put the cream cheese on some nice bagels that we bought and put some greens on that. That was kind of my lunch. And then I had my that sandwich I was talking about I made. It's kind of like in Keep It Carb, there's like a fake tuna sandwich. It's basically chickpea, garbanzo beans ground down, added with some spices, bunch of greens on top on some open-faced sandwich bread. And then tonight will be the what's that called? The potato logs, which I got scared that I thought I would have to go do that. Okay, musician question here. So sorry, guys, I won't get too geeky for too long. Do I use Pro Tools? No, I used to use Pro Tools from 1996 or 7 all the way up to like 2007. So 10 years of Pro Tools. And finally, when I got a powerful enough Mac, I just switched to Logic Pro and just been using Logic nonstop since. Even though I got a free demo of Bitwig Studio, it seems kind of fun and cool. But no, I just use Logic. I'm still on Logic 9 too. I haven't even upgraded to Logic 10. I want to finish this Love Spirals album first before I do any major upgrades on my system. I'm still on like OS 10, not the most current one, but the most recent one. What's it called? OS 10. Yosemite. I don't have the new one. Was that El Capitan? I have it on my laptop. You know, a music system. You don't want to F with it. If it's working well, don't do any unnecessary upgrades. You want it to work smoothly. Oh, bye, Crunchy Curly. Glad you could join in. Good seeing you again. Thank you. Let's see. Steph, Dr. Stork would not approve of that food, Ryan. Well, actually, he does now. Remember, he's his new book. He's touting eating way more plants than ever, plant protein even. You know, because he's so obsessed with proteins. Yeah, he finally learned the truth, the irrefutable truth of how important it is to have a healthy gut microbiome. feeding your microbiome the best foods to create health, because that's what goes on. If you have a healthy biome, you have a healthy body, and the inverse is true. So anyway, he's talking about plant foods, plant proteins. I wouldn't say he's vegan, but he's showing how to, like, substitute. If you want to have meat, instead have this. I made a whole video about it like a couple months ago. I was impressed. I was showing people how to avoid the animal foods and have plant foods instead. So yeah, he's coming around slowly. I'm glad he's not just totally stuck, in some blinded, biased point of view. Let's see. Hey guys, hey Brian Harbaugh. Beth, do I wear sunscreen? Oh, sorry about your son. But no, I don't wear any sunscreen. I've learned, like, here's the deal. Here's the trick that Angie and I both use. It's good to have a base, like a fitness base, and it's good to have like a sun base too. And let me explain by that. Instead of just going out in the sun in the summertime and you have white skin and loading it up with sunscreen, no, just try to build a little bit of base. Like, in the springtime, go outside in the sun for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Do that for a few days. You might not even notice much change in coloration, but then, you'll have some pigment in the skin. I'm not basing any science on this, but this is how we do it. We don't get sunburns or anything like that, and then I like to go running if I can in the spring and wintertime. If it's sunny and warm, go shirtless running for an hour. And then summertime, I avoid the sun like that, though. I don't run in the middle of the day. It's too hot. I'll go running in the evening. I'll try to get some sun other times, maybe biking or sit out in the sun in the backyard. But you want to limit your exposure. You don't want to get to a point where you're developing any kind of burn of any kind. You just work yourself up with a base, and just keep an eye on not getting burnt. But no, we don't use any sunscreen. Let's see. Have I heard of aquafaba meringue cookies? No, that sounds awesome though. I'll keep my eyes open for that. I've heard some talk to porcelain doll that humans burn due to acidic bodies, but I have to say, at Vegan Street Fair this Sunday, I saw quite a few sunburnt vegans. I know they're vegans too, and I assume their bodies aren't too acidified. So that might be true, and I'm not denying that, but I think if you're out in the sun all day like these guys were from like 9 to 4 and peak sun heat, you're going to get burnt if you don't already have a base. And even I might have got burnt with my base too. I've never tried to sit out for like 7 hours in the sun. That's pretty hardcore. Let's see. Do I shop at Whole Foods? Not exclusively, but yeah, I get a lot of our stuff there. We do a lot of farmers market shopping and other odd stuff we get at Whole Foods. But sometimes I'll just pop into a local market around here. I found things are so easy now. I can go get really good food at pretty much any market here in Long Beach. But at Whole Foods, I just really go there for a few things, like bananas and like the beans. There's 365 brand of beans, and get my bread there, but I can get that stuff at other markets too. But yeah, we try not to make it whole paycheck. We try to go and get good stuff. And bananas are a really good price there, guys. Other fruit can be a ripoff like mangoes, but you can get a really good price on their bananas, I think. They're the best bananas, in my opinion, hands down. Their conventional bananas are better than anyone else's organic bananas any day of the week. Let's see. You haven't heard that before, Steph? Whole paycheck? Yeah, it can be true. You can go there and spend a ton, but you don't have to. That's why they have their 365 brand, and they even have stores now. Have you seen it? They're opening 365. They're not even calling them Whole Foods. They're just stocked with good deals, because their house brand is actually a really good deal. We get their beans and stuff. Have I ever been to Thailand, Elizabeth? No, I've never been to Asia. The closest I've ever been to there was Hawaii, and that was decades ago, probably before a lot of you guys are even born. So, nope, haven't been to Asia before. Let's see. Porcelain doll, check out the bananas at Whole Foods. Tell me if they're non-organic. They're conventional whole trade. I got to emphasize, it's the one that says whole trade, fair trade banana. Sometimes they have Dole in there, which I never buy, but check out their conventional whole trade and tell me if that's better than like Chiquita's organics, Dole's organic. Those suck. Seriously. They taste way worse than the conventional Whole Foods one. You can tell it's grown well. They don't kill it with chemicals. I'm sure the Dole ones are beat up with chemicals because they still can treat it with certain chemicals and call it organic. But check it out. Yes, we love nutritional yeast. I use it all the time. No organic bananas, I'll get them if they're all out of my conventional whole trade ones that I prefer, or if I need a certain kind of ripeness and the conventional ones are not there and the organic ones are. But yeah, I would say about 90% of the bananas I get at Whole Foods are their conventional whole trade. And they're cheaper too. I get a whole case of them for like $27 or something like that. So yeah, they're great bananas. Seriously, way better than those big brands organic bananas. Way, way better, 100 times. I can't stand those big brand bananas. I just refuse to buy them. And I know they treat their employees really poorly too. And the Whole Foods one, if you go to the website and read about their whole trade, they pay living wages, great conditions. They don't spray the employees with toxic carcinogenic chemicals like Dole and some others have been said to do. I can't verify that, but I've seen some documentaries about it. Anyway, yeah, try out the Whole Foods conventional bananas, conventional whole trade. Um, I don't know, or Guard Genesis. I think actually the conventional whole trade ones are maybe even sweeter than their organic ones at Whole Foods. Seriously, it's not a huge difference if that, they're pretty similar. And they're fair trade too, which the big brands cannot make claim to, giving everyone a living wage and treating their workers fairly. Poorly and fairly is fairly, huh? Shows you I'm getting tired, but not too tired to keep chatting with you. Vegan Gains did a 1 pound carrot challenge. Would ever do a food challenge for a fun vid? Yeah, I would. I don't know if I'd pick carrots though. I'm not a huge carrot fan. I'm not a carrot hater, but yeah, I was thinking about doing maybe a day where I just ate bananas, Banana Island, something like that. But, been there, done that. Everyone's seen it. But I was thinking about really having a lot of bananas. Really, I think not too many people have done 50 bananas in a day, So I thought maybe I might do that one day when it's warmer, in the summertime. So maybe, yeah. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm kind of over showing people ooh, look at all the bananas I can eat, stuff like that. But, I'm sure I could eat a pretty impressive amount. Did I watch that debate with Vegan Gains and Barian? No, I just checked out a minute of it to make sure it was real, that Barian was really there, because I heard he was not going to be. But yeah, I'll watch it. It seemed kind of boring though, No fault of Richards or anything like that, but no, I'll check it out. Is it worth it? Did you find it cool? Maybe so. Let's see, David, have I skipped your question there? I'm sorry. Have I read Chris Kessler's argument? Oh God, yeah, I did a video about when he was on Joe Rogan. Yeah, those low carb guys, it's like, I don't know what to say. Who are you gonna believe, him or all the Dr. Greger says, all the mountains of science showing otherwise? Or are you just gonna believe a low carb guy with an axe to grind? Favorite vegan book, Raquel? Let's see. I don't know. I mean, there's so many different kinds. There's the informative scientific ones, Proteinaholic and How Not to Die, China Study, Start Solution, and Dr. Bernard's books on diabetes, Esselstyn's books on reversing heart disease. And then there's fun ones like Rich Roll's book, Finding Ultra, and Scott Jurek's Born to Run. Is that what it's called? Eat and Run. I looked at that over there too. He's a runner. So there's all different kinds. Those are just ones I just, came off the top of my head. They're all fun to read. I don't know if I can pick a favorite though. Those are all cool reads though. You wasted 2 hours watching that debate. Okay, so what do you think, Michio? Is it not really that good? Let me know if I should invest 2 hours, or should I invest it into doing something else in my life, like making another video for you guys or something like that. Yeah, How Not to Die. That's Dr. Greger's book. Let's see. Barian didn't have any good arguments. I didn't think so, because that's why I made that video trying to find his best argument, the one he was sticking to the best, about why veganism is no good or whatever, why we shouldn't have to be vegan. And I just thought it was super, super weak. Do I watch James Aspie? No, who's that? The name rings. Am I thinking of Dave Asprey? Who is James Aspie? Remind me. The name rings a bell. Oh, You Learn to Run from Born to Run, actually. That's a good book for all you vegan runners out there. Even though it's not a vegan book, you can learn a lot about the importance of running with proper form. A lot of people are saying, oh, anyone could just run. You just go out there and do it. And yeah, sure, you can, but, that's why so many people get injured. So yeah, I love that book, how it's brought awareness back to technique and shoe style too, So anyway, yeah, check that out for you guys looking for a wonderful read. I've read it twice. That book is awesome. I just wish that author wasn't so pig-headed and actually eat more vegan like the Tarahumara Indians that he idolizes so much. They're not to say they're vegan, but they're like those primitive cultures. They don't have the land and resources to raise cattle and all that stuff like Americans do. So yeah, they're close to vegan, really close, like Okinawan style. Um, anyway, oh, he's the guy that stayed silent for a year. I knew that name. So what did he do? Is there anything new going on about him? Yeah, Australian to make a point about animals slaughter. Yeah, awesome. I love that. Is that the kind of militant vegan that Joe Vegan was not wanting to associate himself with? Because I think that's a beautiful thing to do. It'd be like career suicide for me to do, but I'm glad he did that. Everyone brings their unique skill set, their preferences, what they have to bring to the table, and make veganism what it is. Positive things. There's a few bringing negative things and maybe not helping veganism, but yeah, most everyone is, and awesome for him. Barefoot running, yeah, on the beach. That's cool on the hard sand, Nani. Yeah, I love I don't do much barefoot running. I have some sandals, some surfer sandals, Sanooks, and I like to run on like the Bolsa Chica wetlands, that kind of easy, non-technical, dirt running kind of thing, path trails. Um, he's a really nice guy. He sounds like anyone who does that to me is like a saint. That's. Let's see, Garden Genesis. You paid $18 for 3 pounds of Whole Food cherries. That's a lot, and I bet you bought them at Whole Foods and they were imported from like Chile. Wait till the cherries actually get ripe here. It's gonna be like another month and a half or so, because that's where it's at. California grows the best cherries. I'm sure they're great in Chile too if you live there, but once they get shipped thousands of miles to America, they're not good anymore. So just wait. Cherries are to be eaten when it's warm. It's really wrong. Remember one time I bought them in January? It just was wrong. It's like freezing cold out, and here I'm eating the summer fruit. It's just so wrong. So that's my thing. I like to eat fruits in season, but sometimes, yeah, you have to, you have to make an exception, but seriously, cherries, it's a very sacred thing. Do I have a mentor, Raquel? No, not really. I mean, there's people I respect a lot, kind of like heroes or something like that, I guess. But um, just a few people I really look up to a lot, and I guess different ones stay on my mind at different times. So like Steve Jobs is a huge hero of mine, just for not only for being a promoter of healthy lifestyle, veganism and meditation and Buddhism, but his innovation skills, is like once in a generation type person. So yeah, he's a huge factor. Who else is on my? I always say I want to make a hero wall and put them all on there. They'd be physicists and musicians and people like Elon Musk might be on there too. Who knows? He's a pretty hip dude too. I wish Elon would wake up to veganism, though, since his company Tesla is all about saving the planet, getting us off fossil fuels. But, that's just part of the equation, So hopefully he'll come on board one day. Who knows? Yeah, Buddha. Buddha's fully on my wall, on my hero wall for sure. Buddha, big time. Big time. How come I didn't think of Buddha first? For sure. Let's see. Oh, what did I hit here? Anyway, let's get back to the stuff here. Yeah, I love all the different cherries they have here, Nani. Yeah, beyond just the popular Bing ones. Yeah, down at our Sunday Farmers Market, all of them. All those farmers markets, when cherries aren't seen, they have different varieties as the season goes, through. Yeah, Beth, California is a vegan paradise. We are blessed, not only with all the restaurants and culture out here, but the produce. We grow so much great produce out here in California. So it's a really, yeah, I don't take it for granted. I wake up every day and go, thank you. I live in California. Thank my parents for having the wisdom to move out here a long time ago, and here I am. I heard about the By Chloe thing. Yeah, being fired or just wanting to leave. I stand with her. Why would someone who's building her brand as being a great vegan burger chain, just only has like 3 locations, but still tarnish that brand because the guys who are above you and I guess someone who was funding them wanted to use her brand name but have animal products? Like, F that. I would want to not expand. I would desire to make less money than try to use my name, Happy Healthy Vegan, her name, By Chloe, to promote animal products to people. Yeah, that's showing integrity. So big hats off to Chloe. She's cool. We met her at the opening of the Los Angeles By Chloe, which is in one of those 365, Whole Foods branded supermarkets here in Silver Lake, Los Angeles. Let's see. What else? How long will this live feed last tonight? Till another like 15 to 20 minutes. And thanks for bringing that up. Now is the time when I got to go put the turn the oven on, preheat the oven for the log. So if you're on YouTube right now, click in the show description, come over here and join the live discussion, which will continue. So don't go away. I'll be back in like 25 seconds. You can start a timer. I'm going to sprint. All right. I told you I am fast. I am fast. All right, so let's see. I don't see any change. I don't know if you guys on YouTube came over. You got to know. You can watch, but I'm here. I'm live. You can talk to me, guys. I was 25 seconds on the dot. See, I'm pretty good at math, estimating. So come over here. Talk to me. I'm here. Utilize my presence, my live presence, because usually when you watch the videos, that's not live. You know, it happened days, sometimes weeks ago. So cool. I'm glad I made it in my 25-second prediction there. All right, so let's see. Let's get some last questions here. I'll be on for at least 10, 15 minutes, something like that. So how old am I? I answered that a few times. 49 years old. Angie and I are both the same age, you know. Let's see. Get a good look at me here. You know, doing all right, I think, you know. Let's see. Yeah, I think I have enough potato logs for tonight. Yeah, we got a nice. That's another thing I get at Whole Foods too, is the potatoes for the potato logs. I know I can find cheaper potatoes elsewhere, but they're cheap enough. I get like a bag for $3.99. I think it's a 10-pound, or is it a 5-pound? Shoot, I can't remember anymore. I'll find out in a second. Anyway, same age, Elizabeth. Awesome, 49 rocks, huh? Let's see. 29, gee guys, thank you for estimating that. No, 49 years I've been on this planet, 50 this summer. Cool, you invited all these fans, Vegan for Vendetta. Hope it'll be long enough to entertain them if they come. I said I'll be on for another 10, 15 minutes. Merchant of Toby, you're still here. Most people resist veganism because they're afraid the food will suck. Yeah, I'm going, well, no, what makes food tasty is not the meat. You know, it's like, you know, like, just don't put the meat in there. Just put in all the other good stuff and just leave the meat out of there. And then if you need some fun stuff, like I said, now you can go have Cherry Garcia. You know, you can have vegan eggs. You can have vegan any freaking thing you want. Thanks, guys, for saying I'm looking good. Thank you. I'm not trying to get fish for compliments there, but you know, I've seen my high school classmates, and I kind of know where I stand as far as how well I've been. You know, what's the word I'm looking for? Aging, you know, progressing through time, whatever, you know. And I don't party as hard as they do. So, oh, well, I guess I do party, but just in a different way. I still have fun, you know, but my idea of having fun is, you know, not necessarily getting smashed, you know. Party. Let's see. Okay, let's see if this is gross porcelain. Sorry if this is gross, but my man said that vegan egg has the same gassy effects as real egg. See, they've engineered all the attributes of real eggs, huh? Yeah, you had some of that non-dairy Cherry Garcia ginger, huh? So yummy, I know. I can't believe I've only had the one pint that I bought for review. But I guess I'm cool because we have a whole refrigerator or freezer full of Nadamu ice cream. They sent us out a bunch to try, so we're set with ice cream. That stuff's really good too. It's probably as good as the Ben & Jerry's, babe. Maybe just not as in-your-face sugary or candy-like, but it's really, really good. I love the Nadamu ice cream. They even have a chocolate and cherry one that's like a chocolate Cherry Garcia-like. So yeah, if you guys have never heard of them, I'm a huge fan. They're probably the brand I remember most about that food expo we went to a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it's really creamy, and it's coconut based. And I'm kind of a little sensitive to coconut. I mean, I can really detect the flavors strongly in foods, especially the coconut ice creams. And that doesn't happen to me with Nadamu. I can totally, you know, eat that stuff and not feel like I'm eating a flavored coconut or something like that. So check out Nadamu, like, you know, it's Spanish for no moo, no cow. Cool, yeah, you're in the same boat as me too, Elizabeth. Huh? I say it's not too coconutty. You know, it's weird. You would think it would be, but you can taste it slightly, but it's just so good. All right, so what do you guys want to ask me? We'll do a little speed round here before I go. Yeah, that's how to spell it. Thanks, Porcelain Dolly. Thank you so much. So let's do a little last minute Q&A. Remember, if you haven't planned your trip yet, LA Veg Fest or Veg Fest LA. I should get that right. April 30th. I think we have 50 speakers coming out. I think the biggest one is Mommy Tang from the East Coast. But yeah, come hang out with us, hang out with everyone. It's going to be a crazy festival, and it's free, completely free. Just, you got to pay to get here. So don't let Duran Ryder be the only one that says, who else puts on free vegan festivals? We help with that too, so we're doing our thing there. We're not putting it on technically, but we are doing actually some work behind the scenes. Angie's been busy for like a week helping Lex, Mr. Vegan, work out all these details of who's speaking on what stage and what time and where do they go next. And she's been working. That's what she's been doing a lot of work on, actually. So yeah, volunteering in our own ways. And we'll be contributing there as speakers on a few panels. Speaking of doctors, Dr. Greger won't be there as far as I know, but Dr. Neil Bernard, Physicians for Committee for Responsible Medicine, PCRM, they will be there hardcore. They have their own stage and tent, I think. I think they're a sponsor of the event, and he's going to try to talk as many times, as many people as he can. So, I want to bro down with him, but I think he's just going to be way too busy. Do I enjoy being tall? You're 6'4" and 17. You're always getting asked how tall you are. It's just how it is, huh? Yeah, I think I was about 6'4" at 17 because I'm 6'4.5" now, 6'5" with my shoes on. So it's just how it is. And one thing I like to tell people is I'm really not that tall. If you were to watch like professional basketball, I wouldn't even be in the top half of the team. I'd be one of the shorter 3 or 4 guys, So it's all relative, For a professional tennis player, you'd be right in there. You'd be right around average for today's kind of player, long and tall and thin. That's why they can get around the court so quickly, because they can move without having a bunch of weight on them. So anyway, let them know you're not really all that tall. It's all relative. Yeah, I know what you mean. I walk in a room, I'm pretty much always the tallest person. Let's see. Are diamonds vegan? Aren't they created by organic processes in the earth? Like, I think they are. I don't know. I'm not a mineralologist or gemologist, but I don't know. My first guess would be yes. Will humans have to be vegan for space travel? Ideally, yeah, they would be. I think they're trying to do some workarounds for that, but hopefully they will force humans to be vegan when they travel to Mars. I would hope so. Yeah, a lot of people tell me that, Elizabeth, especially this last week at a vegan street fair. I was like, my God, you're all sitting down in a chair and sitting next to Angie. You guys look the same height. No, I'm friggin' tall, with my shoes on, around 6'5". It's cool. Like I said, just what I am. I'm cool with it. Maybe that's one reason why I like playing basketball. I can use my height and have been using my height to an advantage all this time. Because, yeah, even though on a pro court, I'd be one of the smaller guys, on a typical, court where you play pickup here, I'm usually one of the taller guys. Like with the guys I play with here Tuesday, I am the tallest guy. But there are guys that weigh more than me too, so it shows you I'm quick for my size. No, your questions don't annoy, Toby. You're asking interesting questions. So we need nut butters, not regularly, Steph. No, but yeah, we enjoy them from time to time. Yeah, we used to more so, but no. I mean, we like our to have some fats in our diet, obviously, but I guess I'm picking my battles, and I'm not going with the nut butters. Cool. What am I currently listening to? Let's see. Actually, we've been listening to a lot of the new John Mayer album, even though it's not fully released. He released 2 waves, 8 songs total so far. Yeah, really digging that. His last 2 albums I haven't been too impressed with, but this new one, the Search for Everything, yeah, I think he's got his thing together finally. And no, he's not making that poppy bubblegum stuff that he was known for when he got famous, like, 20 years ago, 15 years ago. It's really cool stuff. It's like cool, like bluesy, soulful, soul music kind of pop. It's cool. So yeah, check that out. Also too, since George Michael passed, I've been finding all these albums of his that I just totally missed, like Older. It's a fucking freaking amazing song and album. He's got all these cool deep house songs too. I'm going, how did I not hear those songs? Like Let's Go Outside in the Sunshine. I mean, there's some cool stuff there. So yeah. Catching up on, that's what I would say about music. There's always something that you missed that just you didn't connect with when it was out and you could discover later. But yeah, I was a big fan of his in high school. Like, the first album and Make It Big, awesome albums. But yeah, a lot of stuff went past me, and I'm just grateful that I'm able to encounter it now. And it's so sad listening to him. I saw some photos released like not too far before he died. He had blown up huge, like Elvis. Like he already was a little big in the photos you saw of him of recent, but he got really big. Like it looked like he probably couldn't even walk that easily. And when they got the coroner's report back, it was just plain old heart disease. He died again. One of those people whose first sign that they're aware of that there's something wrong with their cardiovascular system and their heart is death. And it's so sad. We lost another, he could be on my hero wall, another musical genius to heart disease. If he had a different diet and lifestyle, he'd probably be here and making more music for us. But, it's sad, really sad. Let's see. Yeah, I used to listen to Depeche Mode a lot. Like, Some Great Reward, one of the early albums. I love that a lot. I saw them on the Black Celebration tour. Yeah, they're a great band. I haven't been listening to as much lately, but yeah, much respect. Yeah, some of my favorite songs of theirs are old ones like Stripped. Such a beautiful, sad song. Sun and the Rainfall, is that another one from Some Great Reward? Yeah, but yeah, I love Depeche Mode for sure. Favorite vegan restaurant, easy. Watch that video we made in February about Angie's birthday. Shojin, Shojin, in Little Tokyo, downtown Los Angeles. Hands down, by far, stands way above. It's the best vegan restaurant I've ever been to. It's like going to a Michelin star restaurant, but it's vegan. It's really good. It's like all these different sushi rolls. Genius the way they're made. They made them only, and it's not like junk food vegan. They're trying to make healthy food. They're organic, fresh ingredients. It's healthy stuff. Maybe not as healthy as if we were making something here, but as far as going out to a gourmet restaurant, yeah, it's my favorite restaurant. So if you're in LA, if you come out for LA Veg Fest, check out Shojin. I have to warn you, it's expensive. I've only been there one time in my whole life, okay? And you could probably not eat as much, but then you won't get to sample all the stuff. So yoga, awesome Helama yoga for sure. At least that's my opinion. Yeah, Lisa, go there. Tell you save some bucks, but yeah, definitely check it out. Okay, Argano, what's his question? What do you say about this Fund Me I Am Vegan, like Joe and his project, like Anna, and at the end of the money is out, nothing happened? I don't know what Joe is doing or has been doing. I mean, I haven't been really watching him. Has he been making videos? Yeah, what's Fund Me I'm a Vegan? That's an interesting concept. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure what to say about that. I really don't know much about it. Just initially, that concept sounds kind of, I don't know, strange to my ear. Yeah, and he's not vegan anymore. So I guess I'll watch that video to see what kind of sad reason. I'm not bagging on anyone, but anytime someone leaves vegan, I've never seen anyone tell me a good reason. Like, I think my brain is shrinking, or I'm not getting enough this or that. Well, did you go to the doctor and they told you this? Like, is there any objective, like blood test or something? I've never seen anyone, I quit vegan, then my health got so much better. It's usually the other way around. People have all sorts of weird issues, from eczema to fatigue to you name it. And the solution to that is usually don't eat animal products. I've never seen the solution to that is to eat more animal products. You just don't see that. So I guess I got to watch that and see what's going on. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, the Nick Ocado thing. Yeah, I just check out the video if you haven't already. The one I released earlier today about what he should do to lose the weight he gained on that junk food mukbang lifestyle. It's not a hate video. It's not a drama video. It's really me trying to figure out what's going on and what the best thing he should do, since he can afford it. I think he should go to the McDougall program and learn what the science is. Because you say, no, it's all relative. Studies debunk veganism all the time. No, they don't. Those are crap studies put out by the meat and dairy industry who want you to be confused. So you say, there's no evidence that vegan diets are healthy. No, there's tons of it. Tons of it. So if you haven't watched that video, watch it. Let's see. Do Angie and I, we write all our music. And we hardly ever play live. We just enjoy making music in here and making nice albums. But God, Happy Healthy Vegans is keeping us so busy. It's really hard to finish this album. There's always something going on. We're closer than ever before. We made a nice push a couple months ago, but it's hard. But yeah, we just do it all here. And that's what we've always been to. Of course, we have played live. We've played live different states in the United States. We played live in a little tour of Mexico City and around there too. So yeah, we do that, but it's not really our wheelhouse. Yeah. Yeah, I feel sorry for Nick. That's why I didn't want to make it a hate video, a drama video. I really, really wanted to give him some solid advice. He really seems like someone who is having a rough time in his life. He won't admit it, but he is, in many aspects, diet in particular. So I wanted to give him honest advice that if I were in his situation, if someone would reach out to me and tell me, hey, here's what you need to do, Ryan. Here's what you need to do to get your thing together. And if someone would do that to me, I would be grateful. So hopefully it'll get through. But initial reaction I'm getting from the inside I don't think it's going to do anything. But hopefully I'll be wrong. No, merchant, we just record here. No, we don't rent it out to anyone. That means I'd have to be here working and all that stuff. No. Yeah, McDougal's 10-day program is $5,000 or $6,000, but considering how much income, just take a look on Social Blade, how much he's making off his mukbang junk food career. He totally clears that and then some in any given month. So, and then it's an investment too. It's an investment in the health for the rest of your life. So it's really not that bad to take maybe half of your month's income, something he can easily afford, and just do it. I know it's hard for your average person, but he's not your average person as far as YouTube earnings goes. Trust me, I know from judging from how much our views are and what we earn, he can totally afford that. I know that for a fact. So yeah, someone can call it expensive, and they'd be right, but not for him. Yeah, $5,000 for health. You got that, Charlie the Arts. You got that. $5,000 that you can afford. You don't have to beg or borrow anything. You have it. It's a bargain. Like I said, to set up healthy lifestyle behaviors and patterns that you're gonna utilize for the rest of your freaking life and benefit and thrive from. If you spread that $5,000 out over the next 50 years of your life or something like that, it's a deal. How do you find our music? Google Love Spirals. We have we sell our music off our website through Bandcamp. So yeah, lovespirals.bandcamp.com, or just go to lovespirals.com. And you could buy through Bandcamp you could buy physical CDs, or you can buy digital downloads. That you don't need the CDs. And we actually sell them on our website too. So just check out our website. Just Google Happy Healthy Vegan. Go to our website, and we can sell you CDs there too. Compact discs for you old school people. $5,000 for a 10-day program. Well, they put you up in a really nice hotel. You're monitored by several doctors, getting blood tests done throughout the time. You have many speakers, more than just McDougal. He brings in lots of other doctors too. You're being fed the whole time. You're being taken out to restaurants. You don't spend a freaking penny. So he's got to pay for the hotel. He's got to pay for the food. He's got to pay for the doctors that take your blood tests, so on and so forth. I don't think he's getting rich off of it, but that's really what it costs to do this kind of thing. It seems reasonable, especially if that money is not that much to you. And even if it is, it's still worth it, I think. If I were somehow sick, I would go there too. But I already know how to do this stuff, so I think I'm cool. But yeah, I want my mom to go, say. I would love her. There's even a 3-day program or 3 or 4-day program that costs significantly less. So if I just could get her to do that, maybe she'd pay. I'll go with her on the 3-day program and accompany her, So yeah, it's totally worth it, guys. Oh, it's that time. I got to go. The oven's been heating now for over 20 minutes. It is at peak heat now. So it's time for the potato log segment of my evening. So thank you guys. I don't know how much a food stand is. Contact them now if you want to put up a food stand for LA Veg Fest. But thanks for making this a really great, positive live chat. No trolls really. Everyone's got good vibes, and that's what I really like about doing this. It's coming out and chilling with you guys online and making my day better. It really does. I really do feel better after chatting with you guys, getting all the good vibes from you guys, and trying my best to answer your questions and just sharing with you what I'm doing too. So thank you so much. Much gratitude to all of you for spending some time with me here Tuesday. So hopefully I'll be back next Tuesday. That's my plan. Should be around. I see nothing to stop that. So yeah, maybe again yeah, you're not trolling, Merchant. No, not at all. It's cool. I enjoyed your presence here tonight. Thank you guys. So I'm going to go keep it carb. Thank you. Good night all.